All right, we're joined by Baylor head coach Nicki Collen, student athletes Bella Fontleroy and Sarah Andrews. Before I turn it over to Coach Collen, I did want to note this is her 100th career win at Baylor.
Hey, take 'em.
Coach Collen, if you could open up with comments about the game, please.
Yeah, this seems to be an annual thing. Baylor and Iowa State in Kansas City, and they've all been nail biters. And it just feels good to be on the W side of it this year. This is clearly a home away from home for them. I know they refer to it as Hilton South, but that crowd travels, and they really provide their team a lift, and that place started roaring when they tied it up. But super proud that the minute they tied it up, we were able to make a basket, get the lead again, and kind of weather it little by little, play by play. So, whatever it took.
All right, questions? Raise your hand, please. We'll bring a mic to you. All right, right over here in the front. Left.
Coach Jada was pretty clutch all game, but especially there late. How clutch was she, and what did that mean for y'all?
The three in the corner was huge. We obviously have seen her make big free throws in the past, so you knew where I was going, certainly in that situation. But I thought, when she got to rhythm and bounce in that middle game, she was good all night. I thought her pressure on Ryan was good. I was hoping to not have to play everybody so many minutes, but this time of year, you just figure it out and you say, we need to win today, tomorrow, and Sunday, and then we rest for a week. So really, really proud of these guys' effort. Think that last night, Addie Brown had 41, and tonight, Bella held her to 6 with 9 turnovers. And so I think Bella took that matchup personal.
All right, back on the podium.
Sarah, Coach talked about it's kind of been a tradition for Baylor and Iowa State to kind of go at it. What does it mean that you guys finally beat a team like this here?
I feel like we finally got over that hump that I feel like we was in last few years going against them. I think, we played with a lot of fight, and like Coach Nicki said, they got a home court advantage when you come here. And you got to weather the storm when they go on runs. And we kind of just put it behind us when they went on a run and came back at them.
Coach, in hindsight, how important was that? I think 16-2 run that y'all came out. I mean, just how huge was that? Obviously, because it came down to the wire at the end.
Yeah, I mean, it was the difference. And sometimes that's what it is. You look at last night's game, and Iowa State went on a 17-4 run in the first quarter, and that was the difference in the game. And so it doesn't matter. You get frustrated as a coach when you build leads and teams come back. But the reality is everyone's good at this time of year, and you knew they weren't going to quit playing. We were making everything we threw up to start the game. Our defense was super aggressive and on point. And then I think kind of the fouls started to take their toll. You look at Nettie's plus minus, and in her 20 minutes, we were plus 26, because we had that matchup where we could neutralize Crooks and we could play to and through and kind of have that inside game. And when we didn't have her, it was up to our guards to create off the bounce, to make threes. And we just didn't see the ball go through the basket from three on a lot of the ones in the second half. So, I just thought we came out really poised. And oftentimes when you're the team that didn't play the day before, you can be lethargic. You see that a lot in these events. The team that plays the night before comes out, a little better. So it was key to the game for sure.
Down here on the left.
Bella, did you take this matchup personally, defensively, and what was your mindset coming in defensively?
Yeah, she's a great player. Obviously you saw last night what she's capable of. She scores at all 3 levels. But not only her ability to score, but her playmaking and finding her teammates when they're open. Ball pressure on her was a big emphasis. But no, she's a heck of a player and a heck of a person. So,
back on the podium.
Coach, they kind of said at the beginning, 100 wins. What's kind of your reaction to reaching that?
Just grateful. Grateful for the opportunity to be at Baylor. Grateful to have the resources to sign good players, and whether it's out of high school like Bella or in the portal like Aaliyah, I think I think the brand speaks for itself. And so ultimately, when everything's in place for you to be successful, that's what you're supposed to do. So I don't think a lot about it. I really just grateful to be at Baylor. Really want 101 tomorrow.
All right, over on the
Coach,
far.
Crooks had more than half their points, but you slowed her way down in the second half. What did you do to slow her down?
Especially down the stretch, I thought we fronted her better. When she got 2 feet in the paint and the ball, it was 2 points or an and one, So I thought, Kyla had really struggled against her, and I thought, her last 4 minutes might have been the best 4 minutes of Kyla's career from a defensive perspective. And she got the one rim run layup, too, that is bonus. When we get offense from Kyla, we're really happy. She's out there to screen for her teammates and to play defense and rebound. And I just thought she got her hands on some balls, did a good job, other than once she tried to take the lob away, and I think she jumped before the ball left the passer's hands. But we tried to not let her get it, which is very, very hard to do. So I just thought as much as we could, we were trying to front her.
Any more questions? Oh, right here in the left.
Hey, Kathleen Geyer from the Next. For Coach, you guys were able to force 22 turnovers tonight, and just from the very beginning of the game. What did you see kind of differently in that pressure?
Yeah, I think it's, we know that our advantage is our pressure defense. We know it's our athletic advantage in the game. I think that showed itself in 2 ways. One, ball pressure, really making them uncomfortable. I thought Nettie was able to get around and play steal early on some of their post feeds. I thought late in the game we got our hands on everything. We knew they were trying to play to Crooks, and I thought these guys collectively did a really good job. Even on that lob pass I talked about, Sarah came over and stripped it. And so we started to make plays at the end. Against Iowa State, you're so fearful of the three. And you want them to go 2 by 2 by 2, that sometimes you got to live. You don't want to give up and ones, but you can live with some twos. But I think that's where we excel. I thought our failure to capitalize on some of our turnovers was almost what hurt us tonight. I thought there were times we got a steal, we got in transition and we missed the layup, or fumbled it, or dribbled out of bounds. We gave it back too many times and didn't take advantage of numbers. But I thought there at the end, they were all getting their hands on balls. They knew where it was going. They knew where it was going to go.
All right. Other question? Yep, right over here on the left.
Congrats, ladies and Coach. To Sarah, so last year you guys played Iowa State in the quarterfinals. How have you improved or progressed this season, having just won against that same team?
I think last year they went up with 2 minutes or something left. And this time I just kept telling everybody when they went on their run, it's still a lot of game left. Keep our heads up. We're going to fight to the end. And they went on their run. And I kept telling everybody, pick your head up. The game is not over. We can't sit up here and be upset that they went on the run, because Iowa State is a great team, and you got to expect them to go on a run. So it was more about staying poised and telling everybody, hey, we're fine. They're going to go on a run, but it's about us punching back.